Hi guys, welcome back to another amazing video. Today we'll be travelling the Cheshire Line, a Cheshire Line between Halewood and Southport, passing through a very major hub at Aintree. This was introduced literally for the traffic to the docks, as well as obviously seaside traffic. Unfortunately, the Aintree to Southport line didn't last too long. It shut in 1952, I believe, but the other lines did make it through to the mid-60s, and I believe one made it even to the 1970s. They were considering it as an extension to the Merseyrail electric system, but that never happened. Right, let's stop waffling and let's get on with the trip. Hi guys, welcome to our latest trip. Today we're here at Halewood and we're going on the Cheshire Lines. We're going to be travelling the line to a nice sunny beach location at Southport. So, I know you're looking at this station now. This ain't the main station, you know. This is a make-do Mickey Mouse one. The main station itself was right up there at the start of a very big triangle. So this was the location of this original station. Like I say, it was on the junction that took the Cheshire Lines through to Southport, and it went via Aintree. So as you can see there's plenty of land on the left hand side, and that is the start of the triangle. So literally this station has just been plonked for location, for convenience more than anything. But our triangle heads over there. Let's go and find it, mate. Well, we've just come off the station, and as you can see there's an abutment here. This is part of the triangle. I should say they've just incorporated into this new station, but this is where it went. All there. And I believe most of this line is still walkable. So let's give it a go. Well, here it is guys, we're on the triangle. Now this was a very big triangle. There's literally a triangle within the triangle where it held all the sidings for Halewood sidings as such. But hopefully this will become a cycle lane pretty soon. So like I say, this is where the sidings within the sidings were. And it's pretty well untouched. Very oldie world, you know, woodward. You wouldn't know it's a railway. But they're very flat. That's the only clue I can give you. Well, we've hit the tip of the triangle now. So you've got two options. You can either nip back to Halewood on the left. On the right you can go to Thingy Cross. Hunt's Cross, that's it. Can't you tell it's an early morning start? Yeah, a few artefacts in the woods here. Looks like some kind of might have been an underbridge or an overbridge. Definitely railway vibes. There's also a few standard bricks in moss. Well, here we are at our first bridge. Gateacre station's coming up in about half a mile. Love this. Certainly done it for the people. Well, that's all the clues you needed. As you can see, it was double track. So we're coming up to the site of the station pretty soon. Yeah, I knew you could have destroyed everything. I expect there's a signal box round here. We're probably very close to where the goods traffic's going to go in for the station. And so as we cross this bridge, we come to the first station on the line, Gateacre and Woolton Station. It was just literally as this bridge finished, it was on both sides. There wasn't any goods services here, it was just the passengers. But strangely enough, there was some controversy here because they did want to shut the line like the earlier stations, but the local residents put up mass protests. So effectively this station was one of the oldest to survive because it lasted till 1972, in which case then the whole line was then shut down in 73. So hey ho, it certainly looks very urban around here, so it had a purpose. Yeah, you can tell, just look at the embankments here, you can tell that this was a disused station that's been just scraped away. Let's see if we find any more clues, mate. Looks like this was the original station approach, but other than that, the clues are gone, I'm afraid. So, we've just come over this nice bridge here, and this is the site of Childwall Station. Yeah, exactly, literally straight after this bridge is where it started. Unfortunately this station only lasted till 1931, so chances of finding clues here are few and far between, but you know me, I'll give it a go. Well, they're the signs if you wanted them. Raised banks both sides. That's probably where the platforms were, and like you say, bulldozed away. This is where the station was. Nice bridge. Here we go, our first stone bridge of the day. Very nice. Yep. This looks a bit cheesy, but at least it's been made out of railway bricks. Right, apparently we're coming up to a funny place called Knotty pretty soon. Looks like I'll have to get out my tickling stick, guys. Well, that's where we've just come from. As you can hear, we're going underneath the motorway, and that's where we're heading to. Now if you look in the distance, hopefully you'll see the overhead stuff to show that we are crossing over a railway. Well, going under, should I say. But that's one of the many railways that goes to Liverpool. Wow, just look at this, guys. This is a wonderful, wonderful trip. Not many railway clues, but it's nice to be back on the old lines, you know. Looks like there's a tiny tunnel coming up. Let's check it out. Oh, me and my big gob. Yep, we have some archives, finally. Looks like an old bod box. Like I say, we're getting pretty close. This looks like a bit of a tunnel down below, so let's check it out. And there's a tunnel in all her glory, or should I say tunnels. Look at that one next to it. Looks like we had 4 tracks here, guys. I won't be surprised if this was all the way up to Aintree now. Yep, here we are at the site of that second tunnel, and it is passable. And here they are from the other side. It's great in there, you know. The roof is full of soot, literally straight from the steam days. Fantastic. Can you see behind the greenery? It looks like this was some kind of abutment. Looks like a bridge that's been taken out. And there is something similar, but a load of ivies claim them clues. So yeah, looks like there was a footbridge here, guys. Right, we're coming up to Knotty but just before we had Knotty goods shed. And it's literally on the site now where this Sainsbury's store is. As you can see, it's nice and wide area, which is perfect, as we've seen many a supermarket take over the railway infrastructures. But the station is just after this goods shed, so let's see if I can find any traces of that for you. And straight under the station we'll be at Knotty and Stanley Station. Let's check it out. So up there is where the entrance was. They came down this slope to join the station here. Now, although there's not any heavy signs, there is plenty of brickwork where the actual platform edge was. So this bank down below is the track line. This on the side here is where the platforms were. So I expect the pathway that we're walking on at the moment is the actual platform itself. And that edge was the edge that went down to the track, which is beyond them, just below them trees. So I'm pretty deep in with this Knotty station, as you can see. And it looks like there is some kind of a wall at the back there. That might be our platform, you know. I'll go and venture. I'm just worried about the nettles, but let's go and check. Yeah, there's definitely a wall there. That might be the platform edge, you know. It does go on. Yeah, you can see how straight it's going along the edge. That is either... No, that's too near. I was going to say the back wall, but no, that's too near. So yeah, I think we've got the platform edge there, guys. Wow, but it's nature's certainly beating when it comes to hiding. Yeah, here's some nice navvy work. A bit of a cutting here. Yeah, this rock valley's been going on for quite a while. And now we've got 2 bridges ahead. So it certainly looks like an interesting cutting, most probably to it was built at a later stage to complement the infrastructure above. Yeah, I just want to let you guys experience this valley. Look at this magic. Brilliant. Very nice. As you can see, we've got extra. Back to 4 lines again. This is fantastic. Not a nettle in sight. Heaven. Ooh, it's a bit dark up there. What's going on there? This valley has been well preserved and well maintained. As you can see, we've still got the 4 lines, so as you say, this served a lot of freight going to Aintree. And there she is back again. Look at the architecture here. Look at all that brickwork, it's fantastic. Oh, I'm in heaven here. I really thought we was on a nature walk, but now I feel like I'm back on a rail trip again. Excellent. Absolutely brilliant. Nice. Ooh, look, it keeps going on and on. I'm enjoying this, guys, I really am. Right. I'm sure there's a station around here somewhere. So I'll let you go and see if I can find the location. Right, so why I stopped here is, okay, nice bridge. But notice the other bridge next to it. I want to go and explore that. It seems weird, there's a cliff face in the way. So how the hell did they get a railway in there? So here we are in that second tunnel. But look, there's no railway going through that. Wonder if these were built to potentially expand it, but it never happened. Because again, coming up to this end, look, you've got the cliff face again. And they've like cordoned it off with this cheesy bricks, but to nowhere, there's nothing here. Dead end. Maybe ambitious plans that just never happened. The tunnel that never was, eh? So, coming up to another bridge, still in the valley, but straight after that bridge is the site of West Derby Station. And it looks like we're going to have 4 lines again. So that bridge we've just been under had again 2 tunnels. And look, same again, rock face right up to the edge. All I can think is the engineers wanted to, but it never happened. Both sides of rock face right up to the edge of where the tunnel mouth should be. Well, bridge, call it what you want, but hey ho, it's not happening, guys. So here it is, this is the location of West Derby railway station. No more. But as you can see, we've got plenty of area to work with, and that back wall did provide us with some kind of a buffer stop. Notice how there it suddenly stops. But yeah, you can certainly make out railway history here, guys. Let's have a little bit closer. Yay! At last, we finally struck gold. Look at that. Platform edges. Platform edges on both sides. Well done, West Derby. Excellent. I thought we'd lost it all, but no, here she is. Again, look at that. Looks like there were 2 tunnels, but no track leading to it. But yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you can see yourself, that's where the staircase was on this side. Platform's in the middle, obviously, and that's where the staircase is on the other side. Are they railway buildings on top, eh? And that is a yes, they are the original railway buildings. Fantastic. So basically they came out of them main buildings there and either went this side or the other side down the appropriate slopes to the stations, platforms, which didn't have any buildings on. Now what a find, guys, what a nice find. And here's the station from the roadside. Nice to see it's got some more use to it. And the mystery deepens. As you can see, we got the tunnel. But the second tunnel, or should I say the second tunnel that never was? What's going on here? Come on guys, give us some comments. I really want, really stifling me this. Yeah, I'm looking inside that small tunnel now, and yes, it does go all the way through. So what's going on? Here we have the next bridge. And noticed that second bridge is still in situ.
Our Bella's going the wrong way.
Well, different design bridges, but still the same conundrum. Two sets of lines. Right, we're now approaching the site of Clubmoor Station. Just a bit further up. So here we have the notorious signs, raised embankments, bits and bobs along the edge, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is where the actual station was. Certainly on this side. Not as raised on the other side, but give it time, we've only just arrived. Yeah, a lot of like railway junk scattered nearby. You know, old stones, bricks, etc. It's certainly got a railway feel about it. Oh yeah, look at these. Whoa, yes, excellent. Edges for the platforms, yeah? Nice. Just, as they say around here, scattered. Whoa, yeah, so this is certainly the dumping ground for that station. Nowhere near the station, which is beyond them trees, but this is where it was all dumped, guys. Oh. Let's see what else, anything over here. Yeah, it looks like concrete heaven, but did the job, I suppose. Right, looks like someone's having a rave behind me, so sorry about the music, but looks like this is halfway past the station. Not a lot of clues, just a lot of greenery, as you can see. But it's raised, remember. That's usually a good sign of there used to be a platform here, yeah? And so we journey on. We should be coming to a bit of a triangle pretty soon. And here we have a beautiful lattice bridge. Shame we didn't paint it, guys. That originally went over the A580. Oh dear, looks like we made a boo-boo. That last bridge was a B road. This is the A580, the East Lancs Road. Look how majestic this is. This is fantastic. Same again, it could do with a nice paint job, but whoa, look at all the details are still there. Amazing. So there's the route that we're taking, but at this point there was the start of a triangle that went off to the left. Literally where those trees are over there. And they took a couple of stations up to Huskisson. And there was a big dock complex there, so they used to understand how beautiful it was for Cheshires. But yeah, that's where it went. As you can see, we're in the middle of this triangle, and look how many sidings there were on this left-hand side. This was a mecca for storage and for stabling and everything else. Wow, this was certainly a busy place in its time. Look at it, going all the way back to where that triangle started. Wow, I'm looking back on myself here now. So this is at the point at the other end of that triangle. And I tell you, it was quite a journey, so there's been plenty of space for shunting, holding and everything else. But if you wanted to go back to that docks area, you went down there. If you wanted to follow our line, which we've just followed up, that's the route you're taking. Now I've got a fantastic, gorgeous smell in the air, because just beyond them trees is where the Jacob's factory used to be, making biscuits and stuff, and the smell is absolutely gorgeous. Apparently there was a couple of sidings in there, but this is the route that we're taking at the moment, and just a bit further up here we'll see what we call Bootle Dock Line. Apparently it was an independent line, obviously to serve the docks at Bootle. So if you want to know how busy this place was, just look at these arches, all with railway lines underneath. This is all getting preparation for dock traffic, as well as the main traffic going up to Aintree and whatever then went the opposite directions. But you can't see here, but there's another 2 arches at least behind these bushes here. This was a very, very busy location. So we're on the other side now, and as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arches, all with sidings in as well as the main line going through. Now behind me, we have this main line. Now this was the line that will make up for the dock lines to Bootle. So this was like a private entity that's literally, like you say, purely for freight that took it all the way through to Bootle. This is amazing. I love this. Love this, guys. I really do. I don't think we'll be walking that route today. So I've just walked up a couple of 100 yards, and like you say, the whole of this area was a big marshalling kind of yard. So that dock line went over there, bits and bobs over here, and there was another biscuit factory here. I don't know whether this was the original one, but there's no smell of cute biscuits like there is a couple of 100 yards down the road there. So we come to this little bridge here, which is going to take us over a railway line. So here we have the location of Warbreck Station. Warbreck Station was here. I suspect it had access from that road. It looks like there's a tunnel ahead. Let's check it out. Yeah, we've got the usual clues, you know, raised beds, etc, etc, but nothing to give it away as a station, I'm afraid. Shame, really. In fact, I would have cycled past this if I didn't find it on GPS. And this tunnel doesn't help. It looks like it's been extended significantly. So I expect this has taken over the site of the station. Oh yeah. So that you can see, well I can see anyway, there's a stone one tunnel a bit deeper in, about 50 yards, but this concrete one here. So I expect this was the location of the station, you know. Very close to Aintree now. So as you can see, we've got 4-line entry, and that is in another railway company going over the top. So here we come to the main freight hub at Aintree. We're just coming out of them bridges we just saw a second ago, and can you see all those arches? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 arches there, all serving the railways. Whether they're curving, whether they're holding, that's the way they come. Hey, there we go, and there we go again. Oh dear, it looks like our track bed's become a riverbed. So literally went through them trees, and just a couple of 100 yards up there you'll find the station. Well, that's where our line goes, as you can see down there, and it absolutely stinks here. It looks like it's all been dammed off, and so it's just built up full of water. But yet, just a bit further on. Oh my God. Can you see this, guys? That was the original tunnel. In fact, above it, that used to be the line that used to go over. Used to be loads of sidings up there. Again, there was a station on that line that went to Aintree Raincourse, but Jesus Christ, look at that. It absolutely stinks. But wow, I am stinging with the nettles as usual, but this is one hell of a find. Brilliant. Well, this is all that remains of Aintree Central Station. Aintree Central, it was here. All gone. As you say, we've got the other railway line that runs parallel, so this place was more probably redundant, but there was loads of sidings here, the main buildings itself, but absolutely nothing left. And if the line was still going, you'd be looking at it now. Look how close it is to the other main line that's at Aintree. Right, flush with each other. As you say, the arrogance, they didn't want to share, they wanted to build their own. So that's looking back on that land that went flush with the railway line. i.e. double lines, yeah. And that's where it ends up going to. So beyond that estate, it then goes over the canal, goes through aggregate works, and then it gets lost in the labyrinth where they interconnected all the motorways. So I'm going to be taking a slight break now and rejoin it on the other side. So literally from Aintree, once it's past the canal, it's skimmed round and round and round through all this motorway madness, rejoin the railways over there. Let's come pick up the trail again. There she is looking back. And here she is. As we make the leg up to Southport. Bring it on. As you can see, this is just a single path. Hasn't been treated or anything. It's great. It's like the good old days. All the old bits and bobs either side. But yes, one with nature again. Oh my goodness. Nettle season. I'm stinging like hell. Ouch. That's where we've just been. And as you can see, this is where we're heading to. And it's nice because it's not really a cycle path. It is, but it's not. But yeah, it's old school again. Brilliant. So now looking back on the railway line. So this was the Sefton and Maghull railway station. Literally where that mill building is. So the line obviously went underneath us. And it will continue on that way. Let's go and re-find it. Hey, that's what I like, a nice rickety bridge. First one we've seen since Aintree. Going over, that is. Right, as you can see, we're still on two lines, but as you can see, we're also losing the quality due to it closing in 1952. So, as the sign nicely says, we're at Lydiate Station. Or the site of it anyway. So, where should we start looking? Bring it on. Remember, this station did shut in 1952, so chances of finding anything are slim to no chance. And looking at it here, it's just, look at it, it's a jungle. You can see the raised embankments at the sides there, so I suspect that's where all the slags were put, but nothing that's remained is here at Lydiate. Afraid about that. Tell us about that. Well, we're coming up to Altcar, and there were some sidings at Altcar, and I'm wondering, are these part of the ground frame? Or are these just been artistically put here? They don't seem to serve a purpose, they're not like a bench or anything, and I found very, very little clues since Aintree. It's just literally been a straight path all the way through. No railway signs, no railway artifacts or anything. Fantastic area, but not for railway mania. So here we are at the site of Altcar and Hill House railway station. It's in the middle of all them bushes, I'm afraid. Let's go and have a quick explore. So where we're walking now is where the sidings were. So the actual station itself was in this area here. But it's just, look at it. I'm not walking in them nettles, no chance. A little confused here. So you notice there on the left we've got the span, the double span. That covers the main line. And there's that little span in the middle. And then the one on the right, that was for the river, the brook. But why is there one in the middle? No stations around here, no footpaths or anything. Did we have a rogue siding coming off? There's nothing on the maps. Yep, that's what we just walked. I just want to share with you all these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful views. This is absolutely fantastic here. It smells amazing. But look at it. You can smell the country, guys. This is fantastic. Alright, can you see where them trees are? The ones on the right? That is the start of a junction that bears off to the right, and it goes all the way up to Southport. In fact, it's just outside of Southport because it reconnects with the other railway companies, and I think they use it as like a through route, so they didn't have to go into Southport and out of Southport, but just go straight through Southport and come down to the docks and Aintree type areas. So this was run by a different railway company. This wasn't a Cheshire Lines line. I don't know whether this is official or not, but maybe it's called the Barton Spur. That's where it was. Can you see the lines, the nettles at the back, going up and beyond? So I'm actually on the spur now. So my line is on the right hand side. On the left hand side here is the spur. See how it's curling round? It curves round and it follows that pathway there. Like you say, all the way up to Southport. An alternative route. Well, as you can see, there is a bridge ahead and it's full of moss. So this must be the location of Moss Bridge Station. I don't think we'll have much luck here because this one shut in 1927, but it was here. Right, we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Apparently I've got one more station to go and then it'll become what we call a coastal road, so I've been told. Let's go and investigate. That's where we've just come from, guys. That's the Cheshire Line going back to Aintree. Now it should have gone through here, but as you can see it's now become a road. This is the site of Woodvale and Ainsdale Station. As you can see, not a lot left. Shame really. So we will follow this coastal road. Apparently there are 2 more stations before we hit Southport, so let's keep going. So looking back on the coastal road, our railway, we've got pontons there on the right hand side, coming round, and this was the site of Ainsdale Beach Station. As you can see, totally obliterated because of this roadway. So there's one more station to go before we hit the big one at Southport. Notice here how the road is curving to the left. Well, the railway went straight on, and in the middle of all them trees is our next station, the Palace Station. That's the last station just before the big one at the end. I suppose you can make out that there was the railway here. You can see it's the straightest line. But there's no sign of this station whatsoever. Look at it, it's just a green blanket everywhere. I expect with that coastal road being so nearby, everything here was actually churned up and just left to rot. But I'm sorry, there's nothing here. So come on, let's go and check out the terminus. So the Cheshire Lines was in the camping site that's behind that wall. If you notice here at the bottom of the wall, they're railway bricks. I think the camping company has just put these posh bricks on top to complement the original boundaries for the Cheshire Line. So the Cheshire Line, it came through here, right up this route here. Can you see how straight it is? So it came up here, skimmed the edge of this park, and see where Splash World is up there? That's when it took a really, really sharp turn to the right, and that will lead you into the terminus at Lord Street. Well, here we are at Morrison's car park. This was the site of the station. The station was here, Lord Street, sorry. Literally where this building is. It's where the actual structure was. There was some engine sheds and bits and bobs over there. There was loads of sidings here, but all been gone. All gone, I'm afraid. I think there are some infrastructures at the front. I'll check that out. Yep, it went right down to the bottom there. That is Lord Street. You might say this is the location of where the station would have been, blah blah blah. So here's the posh tower, the tower that was originally part of the station. Whoa. You certainly did it in style, didn't you guys? Right, hope you enjoyed the trip. I'm off to the seaside.